Hey guys, this is Ethan the Dragon, or Sleeping White Wolf, as some Meadow players might know me as. Just wanted to get this video out, because I'll probably be inactive for 2 months, or maybe more, because of some real-life projects. And I've gotten a few questions over the past few months since I've been making these videos, a few PMs and such, and thought it'd be pretty cool to not only for first time have my voice heard on my account, on my YouTube account, but also answer the questions, because there is a few of them. First question is, what is your favorite animal you like to play as? And a person says they like the rabbit. And there's a rabbit right there. Skins with it and such. And a new emote that just came out with the most recent update. The animal that I like the most, or that I play as the most, is this guy right here, the pheasant. But I find myself mostly playing like 90% of the time, I guess, or something like that, maybe 80, is the goat. Because I like how tall he is and how easily you can see him. And also because he's one of the best mid-range type animals to play as. Far as speed and such. But we'll be going into this as the eagle, because a few of these questions will require me to be a bit maneuverable. So let's get in there. Let's jump into the grove. This is the Europe server. It's the one that I play mostly on, because there's always players on there. The East has at the most around 11, but the West is pretty empty a lot of the times. And Asia would have like 2 or 3 at least whenever I'm on. So yeah, let's get into these questions here. Do you have a favorite spot in Meadow? I actually do. Where's that? Oh, there it is. Yeah, my favorite spot is actually over here. The I think they call it the autumn area. Yeah, you have to time these these Q and A keys, which make you go up and down as the eagle. You gotta time them just right to get the guy to go really fast, because if you don't, he goes up that fast. And the community has requested devs to make it to where you can just fly really fast straight, because I don't think eagles actually fly like this. But he is like a really enjoyable animal to play as, or bird in this case. So yeah, this is probably my area here. Oh, my brightness is low. This is probably my favorite area because of the leaves. And is there anyone around? The leaves. I like the leaves and how I like how it's orange and stuff. It kind of reminds me of of cherry blossoms, or at least around this area. It does right here because of the pinks. And yeah, this is like pretty much my favorite spot to be in. Like right here where the river is. Little cliff right there to hang out on. But yeah, this is. I would really like if they would make some kind of Asian kind of island or something like that. or like something like Egyptian, where it's like I really would love to see some cherry blossom trees. There's like a lot of potential in this game. Let's see what other questions we got here. Will there be any more AFK videos? The wolf is so beautiful. AFK? Oh, you mean the sleeping white wolf ones? I'm not really sure. I've done quite a few of them, which requires me to leave my computer for like 4 hours at a time, and just we'll record. But also after recording's done, it's not all the time that there's actually a lot of activity around me. I have to actually go in and edit the videos, find out where activity happens, and then I have to edit that. So I'll take a 4-hour video and edit it down to like an hour or so at the most. But I really, I made the sleeping white wolf thing as just a way to put an idea out there, because people will come on here, excuse me, and play this game and meet players and such, but there's no really interaction on the internet with this game where players could feel like they're involved with something, like a live stream or something like that. There might be some live streams that happen that I'm not aware of. Now, I've done a few in the past, but not many. It's because it doesn't work out very well. It lags my computer down for some reason. So I just stuck with just doing recordings and just post them on YouTube, and then post them in the Meadow community. But I might not be doing any more Sleeping Wolf sessions. I find myself doing more just regular Meadow sessions, because those I can be very flexible with, and you know, kind of like enjoy doing stuff. The Sleeping Wolf one's good because the center tree right here is that's basically the spawn area for all the players, and it's easy for them to find the sleeping white wolf. I've done a few of them where he's been like in different locations, and kind of makes like a treasure hunt, but it's a very time-consuming thing to do, and I have enjoyed it. But yeah, don't get me wrong, I have enjoyed it, but it really was just to get an idea out there and see if maybe someone else might take it forward from there. So yeah, if anything, I might be just doing just regular Meadow sessions. There are plenty of White Wolf sessions on my account already in my playlist. Check those out. Let's see. How long have you played Meadow? How long have I played Meadow? I think it's been a year or two. And yeah, I think around a year or so. Which actually doesn't feel like it's actually been like that long. It feels like it's actually been longer. I mean, I first found Meadow through Steam, of course, and I didn't actually purchase it the first time, or actually when I first saw it, I didn't really look at getting it because it said something about like a social experiment, and that kind of made me iffy about it. But then when the thing went on sale again, because this thing did go on sale a lot of times. I think it was like $3. Now it's $5. But when it went on sale, it was like for $1 or something like that. So I went and bought it. And when I came into the game, you start off as the Badger Cub. Oh yeah, the Badger Cub. I gotta show you that, don't I? Hold on. Oh goodness me, that's gonna take a while. One thing I don't like about this game is is that when you go to your den, the loading takes forever. And I don't know why. I mean, you don't collect anything, you just go around. if you log into the game though, and you just sit there, it actually the loading time doesn't take that long. I don't know why, but it like takes forever. It takes like 5 minutes for the freaking thing to get you back on den. I think I'll just put like an image of a badger cub, and then just put like that. And I can actually remember the first time when I came into Meadow. I came in as a badger cub, and I spawned somewhere around here. And I just remember like just showing up and like I was just freezing. And I'm like, I have no idea where I am or what I'm doing. And some animal came up and waved at me, and I was like, oh my gosh, please just go away. I don't know what I'm doing. Just let me figure things out. And if I like stop playing this game for a month or more and come back to it, I get almost that same feeling when I come back into the game. And that's pretty cool. You can put this game down for like a long period of time and then come back and still get the joy that you got out of it the last time you played it. Let's see. Do you have any favorite memories in Meadow? Well, I have a lot of favorite memories, but it's not really easy for me to pick which one. Favorite memories in Meadow. There's so many that I've had over the time playing this game. Memorable ones are really, there's like a bunch of them, but I always like when I play this game and I find a group that now, by the way, this is real time, and I'm like playing this so I can't get a little distracted. But I always like find a group where where they communicate, and yeah, with communication here, they'll be like, if there's like an animal is trying to catch up to them, there's like a leader, and it'll do this, and that means you need to stop and wait for the animal to catch up, because with opening those stones and stuff and getting the stuff out of them, there is a distance where if they are too far away, the things will not spawn on their client, if that's what you call it. And the signal, they have they know that if they hear some like essence around, like they hear this thing, it's like around somewhere, and makes like a strange noise. And so it's really great to be in a group that's aware of communication and not just blindly running through the meadow, breaking every stone and collecting where they can. Because also with collecting things, it does have a timer until it despawns, and it's actually very quick if you're not fast. If you're a badger cub and you're trying to collect stuff, and you are like a bit of a ways from the group, the thing like disappears in 3 or 4 minutes, I think, or something like that. Favorite memories. What is the objective of this game? Though this game looks boring, it's still pretty cool. Cool looking game nonetheless. The objective of this game really is just to explore. Explore and I'll put an image in here as well. Explore and unlock things. You unlock these faces and unlock skins. What else do you unlock? Oh, and then you also unlock more animals with the essence that you get. With the essence, the yellow pieces, I don't even know if I can freaking find one. The yellow pieces unlock the animals. They you get a bunch of them, and they make it to where you can unlock more animals. The red ones unlock the faces, the emotes here. And the blue ones unlock the skins. And they all have their own unique, oh, here's a red one. They all have their own unique sounds. The red ones are like the quiet ones. They make like the like low humming sounds like this. The blue ones make a bit louder sounds, and then the yellow ones are like really loud. So it makes it easier for them to catch, for them to find. And there's also collecting in this game. You can collect flowers, mushrooms, and they did one of the past updates. They added crystals, and those you can find in caves now. And when you go to your den, you actually see what you collect. And there's a thing that you can click, collectibles or something like that, and it shows you what your progress is. So it's good for people who are completionists. Speaking of which, this thing does have a lot of achievements that you can unlock. Excuse me. So the objective really of this game, I think honestly the objective is just to make you happy. There's not really a goal unless you make your own, versus like collecting everything, unlocking all the animal skins. But they do have another thing where it's the leaderboards, and if you collect enough essence, which I think it shows up on the top right corner. It's not because I'm an eagle. They can't collect essence because that'd be very overpowered. If you get on a leaderboard, you actually unlock this eagle that I'm flying as, and you can play as this eagle, but only with the skin that comes with from getting on the leaderboard. It's a white skin, very bright. But the other way to get this eagle is you would have to buy the whole catalog of Meadow-related products, which is like around like $24 or something like that, I think, without the sales. And I actually bought the whole everything myself when the thing was on sale, because I realized that this game is like pretty cool. And then I bought like 6 copies for my friends as well. Freaking hell, man! If I won the lottery or something like that, I probably would just give out buy free copies for a lot of people, and just hand them out for free, because this game is like, there's just something about it, like it's like it has like healing virtues, and it's really helped me through a lot of things. So the game is pretty special to me now, and I've done a lot. I think this game probably has the most hours versus all my other games. Jeez, I'm getting off track here. What is the objective of this game? Okay. Is there PvP in the game? No, there's no player versus player. There are other games from Might and Delight that have survival elements in it, and there's killing and such. But they actually wanted to make a game that was completely different from others. And though they're not opposed to survival-like elements, food and such, they won't be. They've made it very clear that they won't be adding survival or hunting, killing, or anything like that. This game is very, I think you can call it like very pacifist. It's like a peaceful game. So yeah, there's no PvP at all in this game. How do you get the bird? You talk about the pheasant or the eagle? Because the pheasant, you just collect the yellow essence, and that animal was unlocked. I think it's like the 6th one that you unlock. I'll have to get into that as well. Go ahead and get to the den so I can. This is going to take a minute. Is the Meadow community active? I would say it's active. Not as active as it was last year, but people still do talk and such. There's a community in Steam, in the community hub. Excuse me, the community hub of the game, and I'm probably gonna have to fast forward this loading thing here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, with the community, in the community hub, and there's actually a player thanks thread where players that have a really great time, they'll go in there and actually thank the player for like the great time and such, and share the screenshot, and then they got like a thread that someone made where it's find a player you were looking for. And so they like want to find out who this person was and kind of like meet up with them and such. Again, on their session, they will reach out and see if they can get a hold of that person that way. There's a lot of screenshots shared in this game, like a lot, and a few artworks as well. The devs actually would have like art contest. And actually, that's how they use some of the submissions from the art contest to find skins, skin ideas. This one right here that you can get from one of the DLCs, I believe it's the Art of the Shelter. Actually, won the contest, and so they implemented the skin into the game. What was the other one? There was a few other ones. Yeah, pretty much like the Art of Shelter was all of the skins that won the contest. What was it? I'm not even sure. The ones that I'm definitely sure were actually from players that submitted like ideas. It was the frog. The frog, I believe, was the blue one, or was it? I think it was the blue one. Where's it? Oh, there it is. Freaking X button. The rabbit. That one was an art submission as well. It was this one, yeah. That one they won. Someone submitted, and they implemented that into their game. They actually, the developers are really close in contact with the players. They have a general suggestions thing, and that thing's like freaking 23 pages or something like that. It dates all the way back to 2017, I believe. Really long, and I've actually seen one of the devs say or claim that one of their guys have actually gone through that thing, the whole thing, and got the ideas that way. Because a fox, people really requested a fox, and so they gave them the fox. And people wanted the wolf, and recently they added the wolf, which was a really big thing. But people didn't really like the wolf in the first place. What was is it this thing? No. I think it's one of these. There it is. When the wolf first came out, it was like this. It was just one size. Yeah, it was this. And they were like, oh, he looks so old and such. So they actually added some new things now. You can pick how you want the wolf to look like. Wish you could actually rotate this guy, but you can't. And you can actually change the size of them as well. Make them small wolf or big wolf. And they add some new skins as well. I think it was this one actually. Yeah. So they are like active with the game, and the community would ask for things. Oh yeah, I can show you that as well. And they want more collectibles, and so they actually added crystals. Here they are. They add crystals. This is the collection thing that you look at if you're wanting to collect stuff. And yeah, I got a bunch of these things. Flowers are easy to miss because they blend in so well. I'm getting off track again. Is the Meadow community active? Yeah, I would say it's active. Not as active as other communities are. I think it's like considered a small community, but it's still pretty active with the groves here. EU, at the most there could be 46, and most of the times at the highest on a weekly basis it's actually around 23. When the updates come in, it sometimes gets max to 60, and they have to go to like 2 other groves to play actually. Yeah, there's all the questions with that. I would like to talk about this game a little bit though. Let me get back in as the eagle. And again, I got this guy by buying the whole catalog that had just Meadow related stuff on there. Oh yeah, and this is recent. When they added the eagle, they only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had 5 emotes and nothing else. So this eagle couldn't really wave at anybody. So the way that players would use to communicate is they would show this stuff. They would go X, and I don't know why it's not letting me do both at the same time, but they would do this, and then they would put the sad eagle face. But in the most recent update, really cool, they actually add this now, so the eagle actually waves and it says goodbye. So now this eagle actually is a fully communicating bird now, which is pretty cool. I was really like wanting that for a while, and was posting it on the hub, and actually PMing a few of the mods, and actually I got a hold of one of the developers as well. Oh, it's dark already. But yeah, they that's right, I want to talk about this game. So they actually added a new world with the new edition of the wolf. It's not this way, it's actually the other way. They added a new part of land to this map, which is the map is really huge. But with the wolf in the symbols, that's what's called, the symbols DLC. They have and also the Blossom DLC. They actually have somebody who does artwork of or is an artist, and makes like a comic out of the there we go, out of the game, and shows like the animals trying to open the stone, and it actually has a symbol they're not familiar with. And then they introduce the wolf in that way. The wolf comes up and barks at it with them and unlocks a stone that way. And then the end of the magazine, it shows the wolf actually sleeping in the den. I'm really trying to get to this area though. This map is like super big. Oh, this is strange. The world is gone. Well, the island, the land is. I guess they're gonna be adding something new there. Yeah, because that's the ice area right there. And this, wow, they actually that's strange. Huh. goes the effect of the thing, as if I'm going out of the area of the game. Oh, that's weird. Okay. No, they actually changed this considerably. Or is that just... okay. I have no idea. But this is where the where the land was. I'll have to put a picture up of what was here. They might add something new, or they might actually put it back, but also put the island, or maybe they might put the island here and then put the other thing like further back there. I'm not sure. But this game actually has a lot of potential, like a lot of stuff they could still do. Meadow players request a lot for more animals, but the den would get like really congested. I posted a few ideas on the thing about it, about how they could do it, like make it so it's not so much of a problem if they wanted to add more animals. What? Whoa. Whoa. Oh, okay. They are adding more land. Okay. All right then. Right. Oh, okay then. Okay, all right. All right. Well, I don't know how that happened. Yeah, okay, never mind. I'll have to put the freaking screenshot in. So yeah, this is the area. That's gonna be. That means there might be some new animals. Pretty sweet. This is the island that the wolf that came with the wolf. Way up here is where the I think around what the comic was illustrated in, or where the events took place that were put into the comic. But with each new area, they actually add a new achievement. And there's actually an achievement called Musical Bath, I believe. And it's around here somewhere that if you... I think it's like right here. I think. But if you go into a certain spot in the water and stay there for... I think it's actually right here. You stay here, stay in like this spot of water, in the water, for like a few minutes. You actually start to hear like a song actually start to appear, and then it gets louder and louder. Whoa. Is that the same thing? Okay, it's the same thing. Wow, that stretches out far. I gotta see this. But yeah, if you stay in the water for a long period of time, it'll eventually unlock this achievement called Musical Bath. And that was pretty cool. Wow, this thing is huge. I've had a concern whether or not adding more land would lag the game. And one mod said that it shouldn't be much of a problem if the person's lagging the game. It's most likely just their the computer. But yeah, that's really distracted me. That thing's freaking huge. I don't know what the heck that's gonna do. But yeah, so the newest animal is the wolf, I believe. And there's a lot of animals now in the game that have been added. I think there's like I think there was 5 or 6 when the game first came out. Maybe it was less than that. I'm not sure. I wasn't here when the game was in beta and such. But yeah, so this game, I made this this channel or not his channel. I uploaded these videos because I wanted people to know about this game, because I could see this as being a very good game to play for kids who are like in hospitals and recovering from things. I don't know if it was like kids who who are having cancer treatment or something like that, but just in general, kids who like they show on television that play the games and they're in a hospital and such. I could see it as being one of those games, because the developers actually, they made it where this game is as anti-troll as you can get. Like, that's right. This thing, there's no there's no texting at all. There's no chat. It's just this stuff. All this. There's nothing else. So, and with that, they've also made it to where any country could pick up this game and learn it really fast, because it's just symbols. There's no words at all. And so they've made it like, they've really put some thought into this game. And the objective of this game is just to really just enjoy yourself and enjoy playing the game, and getting lost in the adventures that you would experience. Because, yeah, I mean, I've only showed you the top surface of this game, the top surface of this world. And if we go over here, there's actually a cave system through the waterfalls. Love those waterfalls, by the way. I don't know if I can get too far into the cave with the eagle, because the eagle's box is kind of big. Players requested for this eagle to land, but if this thing can land and walk, I mean, that'd be pretty cool. But you don't want to get stuck in places, because if you get stuck, there's no unstuck button on here except back to tree or back to home, wherever you have it set as, and you would lose the group at your end if you did that. But yeah, so there's a cave system in here, around like a really big cave system. I'll put some images of what you experience in caves, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll leave that as a surprise. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it too much. But as far as with the potential of this game, they can make like some really deep caves for exploration. I'm a bit of a Lord of the Rings fan, and I love the vastness that the books give off when it talks about how they travel through and go for miles and miles, walk around things, and how everything feels like really high up. And I wonder if it would be a great idea for them to make these trees a bit taller, to give that impression that things are really huge. I'm not really sure. I mean, I think the trees are already tall. Yeah, I mean, they're already tall. But I mean, they could make some taller trees, because the one thing that like really could capture things, capture a player first trying this out, is really tall trees and taller mountains as well. I wonder if they'll ever make a mountain area. That would be great for the goats to explore. I mean, there is like mountains right here. There's a few around there, but that's about it. You can see all the mountains that they got, but it's not really like this, like right here. It's just like tall ones up here, and then I think back there somewhere, yeah, right here, they got like the one that just goes all the way up. But I would like to have one that's like specifically like a mountain area. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this this video. Like I said, I probably won't be very active after this. I'll have to see how those real life projects go. I've still got a bunch of content on my page that you could check out on my YouTube account that you can look at. And if you like the game, yeah, just give it a try. Because right now the thing's only, it was $3. Yeah, cloud coming towards me. It was $3, but after they added the animals and the new some of the things that the players asked for, they upped the price by $2. So now it's now $5, I believe. But with just the $5 that you pay for, you actually get a bunch of animals you can unlock. All the collectibles you can still collect. The only things that are locked behind a paywall, as you would probably call it, is the skins. I don't think it'd be technically the eagle. You could get it by essence collecting, but there is a lot of work involved with essence collecting, and people just play Meadow for hours on end just to get to the eagle, and it's very time consuming. So the eagle is it can be considered soft locked behind DLCs, music DLCs. But with that, you get more skins. You also, that's right, you also get these things right here. You get that from Art of a Shelter. You get this from the Blossom comic. And I think you get these from owning the other games. I think the Fire and the Cloud. And then you also get this, the Lonely Fog. I never read the book. It's actually a book. But yeah, the Lonely Fog action. But yeah, and then there's the I think it's the Lynx Cub and the Bear. You can only unlock by buying the Shelter 1 or Shelter 2. I'm not sure. I'll have to put a link down where, or put a description down of how you can unlock those. But yeah. So hope you enjoyed this video. And if you do decide to get Meadow and try it out, there's always a chance that you'll run somebody and just wave at them. And chances are you'll probably find yourself on an adventure with them, going through caves and trees and stuff, and collecting stuff and unlocking things. Anyways, I'll see you guys later.